All right, get ready because we're finally diving into the SoundMorph Cinematic Pro Bundle. You guys have been asking me about this one for weeks.
Oh, yeah. It's a big one.
It is a big one.
It's massive.
It's absolutely massive. And I've got to say, I was a little intimidated to even start tackling this thing. But here we are.
We're here.
We're doing it.
We are.
And just to give everybody a little scope of what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
12 libraries.
Plus their WaveWarper 2 software.
Plus WaveWarper 2.
All for a crazy low price,
Yeah.
exclusively at Audio Plugin Deal. You won't find this anywhere else.
Nope.
So if you are even remotely interested, this is the deep dive for you.
This is the one. So
Yeah.
12 libraries plus WaveWarper 2. Over 13,000 sounds, 116 gigabytes of content.
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack.
That's a lot to unpack.
But I mean, think about it this way. You could spend over $2,700 buying each of these libraries individually.
Yeah.
This bundle at Audio Plugin Deals is going to let you snag it all, or a fraction of the cost. I mean, we're talking over $1,200 in savings.
Oh, yeah, it's a steal.
But it is a limited time offer.
Yeah.
So you got to act fast.
You got to jump on it. From bone-chilling gore to epic whooshes to even the largest robot sound library ever created. We are talking about stuff that is being used by the pros. At places like Skywalker Sound,
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah. This is the real deal.
This is the real deal.
This isn't, some rinky-dink stuff.
No.
This is professional grade sounds.
Yeah.
So let's kind of jump into the libraries themselves. I mean, this bundle includes a really diverse range, from the hyper-realistic to the super designed. But what I think really stands out to me is that SoundMorph has really curated this collection for modern productions. You're getting sounds that are fresh, exciting, ready to drop into anything, from films and games to trailers to soundscapes.
And let's not forget, this deal is only available at Audio Plugin Deals. So that's where you need to go. All right, so let's start this thing off with evolved whooshes. I mean, the name alone, I gotta say, has me kind of intrigued. What's so evolved about them?
Well, they brought in Robert Dudzich. He's a sound designer who's worked on everything, from HBO and Disney to Warner Brothers, to create this whoosh library that really pushes the boundaries of what we typically hear.
Yeah.
It's not just generic swooshes.
Right.
These are designed to be modern, genre blending, incredibly versatile.
Yeah, I actually saw Robert's YouTube video
Yeah.
about the making of this library
Mm-hmm.
and the passion that he has for creating. Truly unique and useful whooshes is incredible. He really talks about wanting to avoid those cliches and really focus on utility and how a sound designer would actually use these.
Yeah, and it shows. You can tell that a lot of thought went into making these whooshes, adaptable for a lot of different contexts. Whether you need something for a sci-fi space battle or a spooky horror scene, Evolved Whooshes has got you covered.
Speaking of spooky, let's talk about the Bloody Nightmare library. That one sounds pretty intense.
Oh, it definitely lives up to its name. Bloody Nightmare is packed with all sorts of sounds that will make your skin crawl. Stutters, choppers, glitches, impacts. It's like a toolkit for modern horror sound design.
Yeah. And even Sound on Sound magazine gave it a glowing review, calling it modern, slick, and cinematic.
That's high praise.
That is high praise.
Now, if you're looking to create like a seriously creepy atmosphere, Doom Drones 2 is your go-to. It's filled with these dark, ominous drones and textures that are perfect for building tension and suspense.
Yeah, the descriptions mention categories like real places, design groans, surreal places, which makes me think there's a lot of variety within those chilling soundscapes.
Absolutely. There are even some musical elements thrown in there, too. Think dark ambient textures, unsettling loops. Doom Drones 2 definitely delivers on that sense of dread.
All right, well, after that, we need to lighten things up a bit. Let's talk about fire. I'm always a sucker for good fire sounds.
And good fire sounds are surprisingly hard to find.
Yeah.
It's a classic sound effect, but it can be really difficult to make it feel fresh and exciting.
Yeah.
And that's what SoundMorph aimed to do with this library, blending classic fire recordings with some really interesting designed sounds.
Yeah, they use some really cool stuff for recording. I read about a double-ended fire staff and a plasma gun fire tube.
I bet.
It sounds kind of dangerous,
Yeah.
but I'm sure it was done very safely.
For sure. And those unique recording elements definitely add a new dimension to the sounds. You'll find everything from like subtle crackling embers to massive roaring infernos, all designed to bring that sense of heat and intensity to your projects.
All right, well, let's go from fire to water then. Tell me about the water library.
Water is a monster of a library.
Okay.
Over 1,600 files, 3,000 sounds, 26 gigabytes in total. SoundMorph spent over a year recording and designing this collection. and it covers pretty much every type of water sound you could imagine, from rain and lakes
Huh.
to waterfalls, and even some really cool Kaima-designed cinematic impacts.
It's really impressive how much variety they managed to capture. I can't imagine spending a year just recording water sounds.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they really wanted to push the boundaries of what a water sound library could be.
And they definitely achieved that. It's not just a collection of splashes and drips. This library is a sound designer's toolkit for creating dynamic, realistic, and truly immersive water soundscapes. I mean, you can create anything from the gentle lapping of waves on a shore to the terrifying roar of a tsunami.
Okay, I think we're ready to get a little messy now.
Hmm.
What can you tell me about Gore 2?
Oh, Gore 2 is not for the faint of heart. It builds on the foundation of the original Gore library and cranks that intensity and realism up to 11.
I'm looking at the description here.
Mm-hmm.
And is organized into designed sources and build sections,
Mm-hmm.
which is really cool. And I'm also seeing that everything's been recorded in high quality, 192 kilohertz, 32-bit audio. What does that even mean for somebody who isn't a sound designer?
It means you can manipulate and process these sounds like crazy. Without losing any fidelity, they'll still sound crisp and clear, even after you've twisted them into something completely new. And those different sections give you a ton of flexibility. You can use the design sounds as is, or you can get really creative with the source recordings and build your own unique Gore sounds.
Yeah, one of the sound designers behind Gore 2 mentioned in his YouTube video that he wanted to create bigger, wetter, more brutal, higher definition Gore sounds. And he even went to the lengths of using shower curtains to catch the flying debris during recording.
Wow.
Now that's dedication,
That is dedication.
and it's that attention to detail that I think really makes these libraries so special. They're not just random sound effects thrown together. They're crafted with care and intention.
For sure.
Speaking of crafting with care, let's move on to Matter Mayhem. The name alone suggests some serious destruction.
You got that right. This is SoundMorph's most extensive sound library to date. And they spent over 6 months capturing and creating these incredibly realistic sounds of debris, destruction, bomb blasts, and just pure chaos.
It's amazing how much detail they put into this. You get different perspectives from near you, medium, and far distances, which really gives you a lot of flexibility for layering and building those really dynamic soundscapes.
Exactly. Whether you need the sound of a building collapsing or a spaceship exploding, Matter Mayhem has got you covered.
All right, last but certainly not least, we have Robotic Lifeforms 2. This is the one that's been getting a lot of buzz.
And for good reason. Robotic Lifeforms 2 is the largest robot sound effects collection ever created. And that's not hyperbole. The SoundMorph team spent 5 years developing this library, going all out to capture every imaginable robot sound you could possibly need.
5 years.
Yeah.
That's incredible. They really went above and beyond with this one, using high-end microphones, KYM, and even cutting-edge synthesizers to create over 4,100 files, split between design sounds and raw source audio.
Yeah. And it's not just your typical bips and boops. They went to a metal forge to capture those authentic sounds of metal on metal, like those clangs and scrapes and grinding noises that really bring robots to life. You can hear the passion and dedication in every sound.
This sounds like an absolute gold mine
Yeah.
for anyone working on sci-fi projects, video games, or anything that needs that robotic edge.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And remember, you're getting all of this, all 12 libraries, and the Wave Warper 2 software at an insane discount with this audio plugin deals bundle. But this is a limited time offer, so you got to act fast if you want to snag it.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground already.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible how much is packed into this bundle. I'm already feeling overwhelmed by the sheer amount of sonic possibilities here.
And we're not done yet.
Oh boy.
We've still got 4 more incredible libraries to unpack, plus a deep dive into SoundMorph's Wave Warper 2 software.
Okay.
So grab your headphones, get comfy, and we'll be right back to explore the rest of this sonic treasure chest.
All right. Okay, we are back and ready for more of the SoundMorph Cinematic Pro Bundle. I'm still reeling from those first 8 libraries.
Oh, yeah.
It's mind-blowing how much variety and depth they've managed to pack into this bundle. And we're not even done yet.
Nope, we still got 4 more libraries to explore. And then we're going to take a closer lunch at SoundMorph's Wave Warper 2 software. Buckle up. We're about to go even deeper into this sonic rabbit hole.
Perfect. So where do we go from here? We've covered everything from whooshes and drums to fire water and even some seriously gruesome gore. What else does SoundMorph have up its sleeve?
Well, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about like those cinematic moments, those impactful epic sounds that really elevate a scene. That's where the cinematic library comes in. It's designed for anyone who needs to create a truly immersive and memorable sonic experience.
Yeah, I'm looking at the categories here, and it's clear that this library is all about those big, bold sounds. Stutterizers,
Great.
subsonic bass, mega horns. It sounds like something straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster.
Exactly. And it's incredibly versatile, too, whether you're a sound designer, composer, or trailer editor. Cinematic gives you the tools to create those heart-pounding moments that stick with the audience.
I also noted that they've included some Battery 4 kits in this library. That's a really nice touch for composers and sound designers who want to integrate these sounds seamlessly into their music.
Absolutely. It shows that they're thinking about the needs of different types of creators.
And speaking of sequels, we also have Cinematic 2, the highly anticipated follow-up to the original Cinematic library. What makes this one stand out from its predecessor?
Well, if Cinematic was about those big, epic moments, Cinematic 2 takes it even further. It's all about pushing the boundaries of cinematic sound design, delivering even more impactful, intricate, and contemporary sounds.
Yeah, I read that some of the sounds from Cinematic 2 have been used in AAA games and Hollywood trailers.
Wow.
That's a pretty impressive pedigree.
It really is. They use some really high-end recording techniques for this one, including Quima and Eurorec modular setups. You can definitely hear the difference. The sounds are incredibly detailed and nuanced.
It sounds like they pulled out all the stops for Cinematic 2.
They did. It was a 2-year development process, and they poured everything they had into creating a truly exceptional library of designed and source files.
Okay, I'm intrigued by the next one on the list, Cinematic Neon. What's the vibe with this one? The name suggests something futuristic and edgy. Am I right?
You are absolutely right. Cinematic Neon is all about creating a contemporary, cutting-edge sonic palette. Think like cybernetics, synthesized impacts, glitched static hits, mechanical mechanisms, organic slams, electronic punches, all blended together to create something truly unique.
Just the names of those categories paint a vivid picture. It sounds like a sonic landscape ripped straight from a cyberpunk thriller.
It really does. This library is perfect for adding that extra layer of futuristic grit and energy to any project. It's all about pushing boundaries and creating a sound that's both familiar and completely alien.
Okay, so we've explored all 12 libraries in this behemoth of a bundle. Each one is so unique and different, it's hard to believe they're all part of the same package. And remember, folks, this entire bundle is available exclusively at Audio Plug-in Deals for a ridiculously low price.
It's an insane deal, especially when you consider the sheer volume of sounds and the quality of the recordings. But we're not quite done yet. We still have one more piece of the puzzle to explore, SoundMorph's Wave Warper 2 software.
That's right. And from what I've heard, this software is a game changer for sound design. I'm really excited to dive into this one.
Me too. It's a really powerful tool for creating everything, from subtle textures to those iconic whoosh sounds that are so essential in film and game audio.
All right, let's take a break from the libraries for a moment and focus on Wave Warper 2. What exactly is it, and what makes it so special?
Wave Warper 2 is an updated version of SoundMorph's original whoosh software, and it's been completely revamped for the modern sound designer. It's now available as a plugin, AAX, VST3.AU, so you can use it directly in your favorite DAU, and it's fully compatible with Apple Silicon.
That's great news for Mac users. But what about the features? What kind of sonic wizardry can we expect from Wave Warper 2?
Get ready to have your mind blown. It's packed with features. 8 sound emitter slots, an XY pad for real-time control, a granular engine, wavetable and noise synthesis, and so much more. It's like a sonic laboratory at your fingertips.
I'm particularly interested in the granular engine. Granular synthesis is such a powerful tool for creating unique textures and soundscapes. It's like manipulating sound at a microscopic level.
It really is. And Wave Warper 2 makes it incredibly easy to experiment with granular synthesis. You can create everything from subtle atmospheric textures to crazy otherworldly soundscapes.
It sounds like Wave Warper 2 is a must-have for any sound designer who wants to push the boundaries of what's possible with audio.
It really is. And the best part is, it's included in this incredible SoundMorph Cinematic Pro bundle from Audio Plug-in Deals. It's like getting a bonus gift on top of an already amazing deal.
I feel like we've only scratched the surface of what Wave Warper 2 can do. There's so many possibilities.
We have. But hopefully we've given you a good taste of what it's capable of. And now that we've covered all 12 libraries and Wave Warper 2, I think it's time to step back and consider what this bundle really means for you, the listener.
That's a great point. We've thrown a lot of information at you. But what's the takeaway? Why should you care about this bundle? We'll be back in a flash to answer that very question. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we're back. for the final part of our deep dive into the SoundMorph Cinematic Pro Bundle.
I've got to say, I am exhausted, but in a good way.
Oh yeah, sonically exhausted.
Sonically exhausted, exactly. We've explored so much.
A lot of sonic
A
territory.
lot of sonic territory, yeah. From those big cinematic moments to the mind-bending possibilities of Wave Warper 2. I mean, wow.
Yeah. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? But now let's shift gears a little bit and talk about what this all means for you, the listener. Like, why should you care about this bundle?
That's the million-dollar question. Because honestly, it's easy to get lost in the specs and the sheer volume of sounds. What's the real value here?
Well, for starters,
Mm-hmm.
it's an incredible opportunity to level up your sound design game. Without breaking the bank,
Right.
you're getting over 14,000 high-quality sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And a powerful piece of software, all for a fraction of the cost of buying them individually. And remember, this insane deal is only available for a limited time, and it's exclusively at Audio Plugin Deals. So if you're even remotely interested, now's the time to jump on it.
Absolutely. But beyond, like, the financial aspect, this bundle is a creative goldmine. It gives you the tools to create truly immersive, impactful soundscapes that will elevate any project, whether you're working on a film, a game, a podcast, or even just experimenting with sound design as a hobby.
Yeah. I mean, it's about having the power to tell stories with sound, to evoke emotions, and to transport your audience to another world. And with the SoundMorph Cinematic Pro bundle, you have everything you need to do just that.
Think about it this way. You could spend hours, days, even weeks searching for the perfect sound effects for your project, or you could have this entire library at your fingertips, ready to go whenever inspiration strikes.
It's like having a secret weapon in your creative arsenal.
Yeah.
With Wave Warper 2, you can manipulate and transform those sounds in ways that were previously unimaginable.
Yeah.
You can really get in there and sculpt the sounds to fit your exact needs.
It's not just about using the sounds as they are. It's about taking them and making them your own, experimenting, pushing boundaries, and finding your unique sonic voice.
That's what I love about this bundle. It's not just a collection of sounds. It's an invitation to explore, to play, and to discover new possibilities with audio.
So to answer your question, you should care about this bundle because it gives you the power to unleash your creativity. It's about more than just sound effects. It's about unlocking your potential as a sound artist.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
The
The SoundMorph Cinematic Pro bundle is a game changer. It's a comprehensive toolkit for anyone who wants to create truly immersive and memorable audio experiences.
And at this price, it's a no-brainer. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Audio Plugin Deals, check out the bundle, and start exploring the world of SoundMorph. Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
That's it for our deep dive into the SoundMorph Cinematic Pro bundle. We hope you enjoyed this sonic journey.
And remember, the deal is only available for a limited time at Audio Plugin Deals. Be sure to check the link in the show notes.
Until next time, happy sound designing.